I mentioned to you before we got on, I don't really know where the real one is. So this is our mini one. This is all I get. The real one has been,
You may never
pushed
see it
around
again.
in the team. Yeah, we don't even know if we might see it. We have a replica. So, but we'll take it. I'll just keep this on my desk, and I'm just really, really proud of it. So there you go. This is the miniature version.
The dynasty returns to UNC, their 23rd national championship, the crown back atop of Chapel Hill, where it rightfully belongs after Monday night thrilling 1-0 victory over Wake Forest. Absolutely so exciting for UNC. Claudia and I are thrilled to be joined now by head coach Damon Nahas and junior midfielder Tessa Dellarose. Congratulations, Damon and Tessa. I mean, this comes, Tessa, after a 12-year drought for UNC. What makes this title so special?
I think it makes it so special just for me personally, having been a freshman in 2022. So having what it takes to get to a national championship, but ended up coming short, was really disappointing that year. But then be able to come back, especially with this group of people and with Damon, to bring it back home to Chapel Hill was just really something special. And it was deserved for this group of individuals because they put in the work every single day, and they made it so easy to do all the little things, to do all the hard work. And this is exactly what they deserved.
Tessa, Damon, the queens of women's soccer, you guys have reclaimed your crown again. I mean, I'm sure that's so great for you guys to be able to say. And for everybody listening, no other women's soccer program has more than 4 natties. You guys have 23. That's this magic number that we're going to keep being able to say. But Damon, given everything about this season, the way that you guys came in, the new kind of faces that you had on the team, yourself included, why is this one different than the past 22?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different changes from last year, right? So there's personnel changes. We had a lot of players that went pro. We had 11 players go pro last year from the season, which was remarkable. I'm really proud of that. And then we had a number of players that transferred out. So we had a small core that, Tessa being one of them as leaders. We just, from the core that was here, it was a special group, and they were committed to wanting to do something different and kind of carve out their own history. And then we brought in some extraordinary freshmen that came in that were major impacts, and then a few free graduate students that came in as fifth years that fit really, really well with our team. So for us, it was just really about us, trying to do something special from day one and kind of take it day by day. And look, the history of the program is well documented, and we have so much respect for it. But this is something just a little bit different. And this group put the work in against all odds, to be honest with you. And hopefully this can be well documented in the future to share the story of what happened, because it was something really special.
Well, Damon, that's why we have you here, to tell the story of exactly what happened, because you said the work started from day one. Well, day one for you and this group, and after all the changes, was just 4 days before the season started, when longtime legendary coach Anson Dorrance stepped away. You came into the role as an interim head coach, and you had to turn things around immediately with players leaving, transfers going retired, bringing players in. How the heck did you get these players to buy in?
Well, I think, first of all, credit to Anson. I mean, I have, just a really quick note. I mean, I have so much appreciation and respect for Anson. I mean, I've been here for 8, and, this is my 9th year. So a lot of what, took place in regards to foundation, took place many, many years ago. The transition wasn't, the difficult part of transition wasn't so much the soccer part, because, Anson had, given me a lot of that responsibility over the last 6 years or so. So, and even in recruiting. So a lot of these players that are players that have been, with me for a long time. But obviously with all the changes that took place, and then 4 days before Anson retiring, obviously there was so much noise that was on the outside. And the best thing that happened is us traveling to Colorado on our first, 4 days afterwards. And we were together as a team for about 6 days away. And that was a huge impact, because it gave us a time away from everything here, away from home, away from all the media and all that kind of stuff. And we just kind of, set some standards amongst them. The players kind of did. And the Colorado trip, presented some different challenges that the girls really fought through. I knew in that moment when we were down 2-1 against Colorado and found a way in the last minutes, Kate scoring a couple of goals, an assist from, last one from Tessa to win it. There's so many different things that took place on that trip that gave me some indications that we had something special going on, along with losing players throughout the season for the national teams and some injury. it was a full team effort of 27 players. And, there's a lot to be said, and hopefully we can share that story even in more depth and time.
Now, Tessa, I'm sure one of the biggest things that you're going to remember about this season, getting to lift the trophy, you guys winning the 23rd title, but really just looking at the entire season as a whole, what are the things that you're really going to remember the most? Because we get to see the games that you guys play, we get to see you guys lifting the trophy, but we don't see the behind the scenes, we don't see the training, we don't see the team building. What are you going to remember the most about this season?
I think that is exactly what I'm going to remember the most, just the day-to-day, all the stuff that you don't see on the field. We spend a lot of time together off the field, and it's not anything organized. It's just the fact that we just want to be close to each other. We want to be hanging out with each other and connecting. So just having such a close relationship with every single person is something that I'll remember the most. I'm just so proud of everyone and all that they've done this year. They've showed up every single day, and they want to work for each other. And I think that's what made the difference this year. It was nothing that was ever selfish. Everyone was so unselfish, and they just wanted to do it for each other and the person next to them. So that's what I'll remember the most. They made me very proud this year.
Tessa, this group did it for each other, right? You can see it in these awesome celebrations on the pitch. But your coach all year had this qualifier ahead of his title. Interim head coach was Damon Nahas. And there was conversations with the athletic directors and who was going to step into the role, what was going to happen and change. He found out the night before the game that he was going to be the head coach, but he didn't tell you. What happened when he did tell you post-win?
Well, definitely celebrations erupted. I think for me, I was standing behind him, so I had like a really impulsive decision just to like touch his head. So that's what I did. It's like a christening. You might be able to see it in this view, but it was just a really big celebration and just such a great moment for all of us. Damon 100% deserves it, and he had our full support, our full backing. So it was just a really great moment for all of us because it was just a good cap to what a great year it was.
Now, Tessa, I'm going to come back to you because it is a pretty freaking great year for you. I mean, on top of this natty win, you go back to the summer, you were part of the U.S. women's national team in the soccer tournament where you guys won the $1 million prize. I know. I was there, so I got to be there with Luis Nani's team. We played the finals after you guys. I was wiping my tears away, though, with my sleeves. You were wiping tears away with the freaking check, which is absolutely incredible. What was that experience like for you?
It was just so surreal. I mean, being surrounded by Heather O'Reilly and Ali Krieger and just all of these big names that I've grown up watching on television and looking up to, and just watching day in and day out and modeling my game after was just an awesome experience. And for me, it was just really just a monumental moment in terms of my personal career, but also for my UNC career. I think being surrounded by such strong women and determined women, it taught me how to win. It showed me what it took to win, so that when it was time to come back to UNC and play this college season, I was prepared. Same with Bella Summer, my teammate who was there with me. We both knew what it was going to take and able to win a championship, and we took our experience from the summer and we totally put it in practice this fall.
Tessa, playing with all those legends at TST, did they give you any advice? Did they tell you anything about winning and being legends?
Heather, I remember one phrase that she always used for a pregame was step by step, and just never overlooking anything, never getting ahead of yourself. So I think that was one of the most important things that I took. But also they were very much a team mentality, team first attitude, and just wanting to do it together. Ali Krieger and Heather, they always talk about just how much fun they have playing with each other and just wanting to go to TSC to be able to play with their old teammates, their old friends again. And I think that's the most important part of just when you show up every single day, you're doing it because you enjoy it and you're doing it with the people that you love. And that will go a lot farther than just having talent on paper. So just really having a close connection and just taking it day by day and doing what you can every single day to improve. Well,
the steps by steps now are a little heavier and a little sweeter because you guys got a trophy. Where is it? Do you have it? Can you show it off for us?
Well, this is, I mentioned to you before we got on, this is, I don't really know where the real one is. So this is our mini one. This is all I get. The real one has been,
You may never see it again.
Yeah, we don't even know if we might see it. We have a replica. So, but we'll take it. I'll just keep this on my desk, and I'm just really, really proud of it. So there you go. This is the miniature version.
Well, the players deserve to have the big one. We'll let them have this one, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you guys so much, and congratulations on an awesome season and winning the national championship.